MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's on to Game 5 of the National League Championship Series between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Los Angeles Dodgers. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Danny, this is still anyone's series here as we get ready for Game 5.
Well, they're down 3-1, so it's do or die time now. That's not a good place to be, obviously, but we do see some teams play their best when their backs are up against the ropes. The key is to just take it one game at a time and not worry about how many more wins you need.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2018 Los Angeles Dodgers.
And briefly here, a glance at the two starters who'll get the ball here in this one. With that, here's the starting lineup for the visiting Philadelphia Phillies. What's your take as they try to win an NL championship here on the road, Mark?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one. Hey, let's take a look at the Dodgers on defense. And let's take a look at Ender Enciarte. The name of his game is speed, covers a ton of ground, great arm in the outfield, ability to play gold glove caliber.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Reyes. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Shortstop, Jose Reyes.
First pitch of the at-bat. And we are underway from Dodger Stadium as the first pitch is taken here for ball 1. Little flare out to left. And trouble aboard now as that's a base hit for Reyes. So the Phillies get a man on to start out the inning.
Hey, some guys can handle the postseason lights, and this is obviously one of them. Another base hit, leading off for the boys. This guy's had a monster postseason so far.
Stepping in now, Cesar Hernandez as he hits one on a line to left field. Peterson is right there as he puts it away, no problem for the first out. Coming to the plate now, David Peralta. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Now he'll step off the rubber and go to first. And he'll be back in standing up. First delivery to him on the way. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher. Reyes leads off first with 1 away. Good call as they pitch out there, but Reyes isn't going yet. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes in this one, Mr. James Kingsley.
Dan, I know I was an offensive player, but I'm okay being a pitcher's umpire. If you're going to consistently pound that outer half, James Kingsley's usually going to give it to you.
Hey, listen, there's a reason why the pitchers throughout the league, they call him the king of the hill.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. One hit in the inning, but no one left. And now the Dodgers get a crack at it. No score. Time now to check out how the hometown Dodgers line up in this one. Mark DeRosa, how do they go about keeping this series alive?
Well, Matty, we know this is a pitcher's park. The numbers bear it out. Look for the managers to play a part in this one. Hopefully the guys listened in the hitters meeting. They're going to stay up the middle, big part of the yard. But when they get on, look for some wheels in motion, some execution, trying to manufacture some runs. I think that's how this lineup will play it out.
A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Count remains at 0-2.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think, if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. This one's flared out toward left. Here comes Worth. He's there and records the first out.
Batting second baseman, Chris.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Line to the right side, but foul.
He wasn't fooling anybody with that fastball. He barreled it up nice right there. He's just got to find a way to keep it fair.
Taylor behind, 0-2 the count. Oh, he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out. And with 2 away, here's a look at our updated playoff brackets. The question on everyone's mind is, will we be able to punch our first ticket to the World Series after tonight's ball game? Now at the plate, Justin Turner. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. Here comes the first pitch. Here's a pop-up now. Behind the plate, but room for Darno. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. He played an inning. No score here. So here's the cleanup hitter, Rhys Hoskins. He'll get us started in the top of the second. Here's the first pitch to him. Squared that one up just a little late. Now here's the pitch. Comes back with a good changeup there, and it's quickly 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. He's around first, heading for 2. And the Phillies are able to get things started with a leadoff double.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down. He looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here, having a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets cold outside means everything.
First pitch on its way. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. Lifetime history with Alex Wood. He's 0 for 4. Now the 0-1. And he misses with it, 1-1. Franco makes a lot of great contact against left-handed pitching, perhaps one of the best in the game in that regard, but he does have his warts against right-handers at times. Just not as proficient at putting the ball in play when it's coming from that side. 2 balls and a strike now. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He pulls into second safely as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
Back-to-back doubles now, and that's a great way to get an inning going. The leadoff man shows him how it's done, and he comes right behind him following suit, lacing a double of his own. Could be a big inning if this continues.
First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
Hey, I know there's a lot of game left, but that is such an important run there in the top of the first. Try and silence this crowd. I can't tell you, in postseason play, one run feels like 3 or 4.
Line toward right center. But this will not elude the right fielder's grasp as he ranges over to handle it for the first out.
Batting 7, left fielder, Jason Worth.
First offering on its way. Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike one. Franco leads off second with one gone in the inning. Takes this the other way to right. That's in there. Base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only one away.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, Dero, to make sure that gets through and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
And he lays off there, 1-0. Lifetime history with Alex Wood. He's 3 for 9. Now the 1-0 is laid off for ball 2.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
The 2-0 on the way. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. Peterson is there. Let's see if they test it. In to score is the runner from third. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Boy, this one looked like it was headed for extra bases off the bat. Instead, a line drive bullet caught in the alley, but he does end up getting a sacrifice fly.
Standing in now, Jared Eichhoff, as he sends it on the ground to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. It's the Phillies 2 and the Dodgers nothing.
Leading off for the
First
Dodgers.
pitch coming. Here it is.
First baseman.
Laid off as it caught the inside corner. Hot shot down the line, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. And that one just missed outside.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
Curveball got him swinging for the first out.
Batting 10.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Career line against Jared Eichhoff. The pitcher zoned him. He's a paltry 1 for 11. 1 out, nobody on. Into the corner and slicing foul. Eichhoff has both great strikeout stuff and exceptional command on the mound to go with it. A rare combination, but one that makes him one of the best in our sport.
Matty D, you talked about it. He doesn't walk a whole lot of guys. Well, if you don't walk a lot of guys, that means you have to throw the ball in the strike zone. And when you do with great stuff like this guy has, he racks up the strikeouts. There aren't a lot of guys that get strikeouts by throwing the ball in the strike zone. This is one of the few that does it.
That hits the outside corner. It's strike 1.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
That misses. 1-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers. They're down 2-0. So it's back to the top of the order now, and stepping in is the shortstop, Jose Reyes.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Strike one to start the at-bat. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Inciarte's there. He's got it one away.
Now batting.
Digging in the switch hitter, Cesar Hernandez. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. Line toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Love the ability to push that ball the other way right there. Nice knock to the opposite field. That's a switch hitter's delight, the ability to use all parts.
In now, David Peralta. As he'll take a look at ball one. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. A count of 1 ball, 1 strike to David Peralta.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of his sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving east-west, but that one right there had such good downward action. Great pitch.
Hernandez, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Two and two. Here now the 2-2. Line towards center field. And that'll get down for a base hit. Long throw to third. Throw won't get him.
Hey, guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up, and he was able to put good wood on it.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Back up the middle. And that'll get by into center field for a base hit. And that'll bring home run number 3. It's now a 3-0 cushion.
Hey, Dero, they're making this guy pay. That's 3 straight singles and a run driven in.
Yeah, nothing hit extremely hard. He's killing them softly, station to station with those knocks.
Into the box, Maikel Franco. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. Base hit, line drive into the corner. Peralta rounds the corner and is headed home. Now the relay home, and it's not in time. He's safe as they also score a pair of runs on the play.
You simply cannot offer up a pitch like this to a hitter of this guy's magnitude, especially with runners on the bags. He makes a living off frozen ropes to the outfield like this, and that one drives in a pair.
Up next will be Nick Williams as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now. As a look, now the pitch. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
He's certainly giving up plenty of hits in this one, but the funny thing is he hasn't walked anyone yet. That tells me he's throwing strikes, but he's just not throwing enough quality strikes.
Swing and a miss. Looked like the knuckle curve there, and that's out number 2.
Now batting, left fielder.
Settling in now, Jason Wood. Runner in scoring position with Sugan. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a fairly generous strike call there on a pitch that looked off the plate. It's strike 1. Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. Swinging a soft liner, and this will be put away easily for the out. Here's Jock Peterson now. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Career line against Jared Eichhoff. He's gone 2 for 6. He's taken him deep once. The 1-2. Lifted the other way down the left field line. There to gather it in is Worth for the first out of the inning. Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
He's looking really great on the bump right now. I mean, it's been a while since he's allowed a base runner, and he just jumped ahead of another hitter right there.
Dodgers have yet to break into the hit column here. Oh, this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Stepping in now, Alex Wood. As he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. A wind up and the 0-2 pitch. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the. Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud, as we begin the top of the 4th.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
The 1-0 delivery. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. Called strike over the outside part of the plate.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in, and they get right back outside. Nice pitch.
Started to chase that time, but then he wisely holds off for ball 3. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
And that's what you want from your leadoff hitter. Shows some great patience and discipline, making the pitcher labor to start the game. The result is a leadoff walk and a chance to make some early noise.
Standing in now, Jared Eichhoff. Now a bunt attempt here, and he'll pounce on this quickly to tag him out. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Jose Reyes. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First delivery to him on the way. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. Some action in the Dodger bullpen now, as it appears they have both a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. d'Arnaud, the runner at second with 1 away. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Sent out to straightaway center field. Inciarte's there. He makes the play. Runner tags and heads for third. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning. Riding in, Cesar Hernandez. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. 50th pitch of the game on its way. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Phillies strand 1. Here's Ender Inciarte back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
The 1-1 home. Smoke toward third. Bronco fields it cleanly, and the throw. Throw to first is in time, 1 gone.
Chris Taylor.
Stepping in, Chris Taylor. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Fouled off. Pitch on the way. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Yeah, Matty, not only is this guy using all 4 quadrants, he's elevating, getting their eye level up with a quality fastball.
Count is 1-2 now. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Hard hit ball to second. Hernandez takes it in, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, third baseman, Justin Turner.
So coming to the plate, Justin Turner. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. Swung on and lifted in the air to left. Reyes over to his right. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Dodgers down in order. They can't chip into that. Ready once again, David Peralta. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Little chopper back to the mound. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
First baseman number 17.
And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Phillies. Rhys Hoskins. He doubled earlier and carries a 2 for 2 line into this appearance. And that misses, ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Boy, this is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like this. 2-0 count. We'll see right here if he lays one in there to give him a pitch to swing at.
3-0 now. Maikel Franco is on deck. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
Even though he let that one go, you know that's the kind of pitch he likes to take a big hack at. Not too many power hitters that don't like a stomach-high fastball, so he's probably not throwing that one again.
On the move is Puig. He makes the running play. 2 down.
Now batting,
Coming to the plate now, Maikel Franco. He drove in 2 runs on a double in his last at-bat. Grounded back up the middle. Seager over to his left. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Phillies.
leading off for the Dodgers.
Here's the first pitch to him. And that one just missed outside. Hit in the air out to center field. Williams patrolling center makes the play, 1 out. Standing in, Corey Seager. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
Rock solid performance up to this part of the ball game right now. One of the keys, 90% of his first pitches have been for strikes. And when you do that, you really make the hitter swing at the pitch you want them to swing at.
And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there, 2 away. In now is Yasiel Puig. And then it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. And that fastball's too much for him there, 1-2.
Hey, this offense needs to check themselves right now. They have to find a way to get somebody on base and get this guy out of the stretch and make him a little bit uncomfortable. I mean, they're 1 strike away from being shut out through 5.
Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Here he comes again, 1-2. And look out as that fastball ran in and got him. Ouch, bang. So digging in now, Jock Peterson. He flew out in his last at-bat. Well, he's waiting on the breaking ball there and sends it to deep right field. It's down for extra bases, and the Dodgers have their first hit of the game. Oh, and he throws it away. And he will score now from first. And the throwing mistake there, getting the ball in, is going to wind up costing him. Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
He didn't fool anybody there because he was waiting on that curveball all the way. Stays back and lets it break right over the heart of the plate. Gives it a ride and drives in a run. Nice piece of hitting right there.
In for strike 2.
Pretty adamant about working him inside right now. Back-to-back fastballs.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Hyunjin Ryu takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 99.
So striding in, Nick Williams. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. But hold on here now. He jumped out of that dugout in a hurry. He might ask for that out call to be reviewed.
Well, I think we're going to have to wait and see what the word is from the dugout. But here's another look at it. Wow. Tough to tell if he was out for certain from that angle. I can see why this was a really tough call for the umpire.
So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for the play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt to get a definitive answer on this play.
The Phillies have elected to...
So here's one last look at that replay from another angle. There has to be indisputable evidence in order to change the call. And boy, I'll tell you what, I just don't see it there. I'd be pretty surprised if this challenge works out for them in this case.
Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame.
Yeah, Matty B, no one outside of Jason Worth has seen more pitches per plate appearance in the last 5 years in the National League. He likes to take them deep in the count.
Here comes Ryu, 0-2.
Nope.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Hey, I can understand why he wanted to elevate the fastball right there. This batter's eyes have been lit up since he stepped in the box. Let's see if he gets him fishing on something breaking in the dirt right here.
And that misses 2-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fastball is outside, and it's full now, 3-2.
Not what you want to do on the mound, go from 0-2 to 3-2, but credit the man in the box for being patient, even with 2 strikes.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. He hit a sac fly earlier. Hard on the ground towards short, and that's through for a hit. So at the very least, that 2-out base hit will prevent the pitcher spot from leading off the next inning.
Don't sleep on the bottom of the order right there. He broke out all ambush tactics. First pitch fastball, middle in, and he's able to drive that for a nice swing.
Oh, a fastball just about undressed him there. It's ball one. He laid down a sacrifice bunt in his last trip. The 1-0. Softly on a line to third. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And no chance at all to make a play here, so despite the effort, the inning will continue. So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Jose Reyes, looking to make it 3 straight 2-out hits here. He's got a runner in scoring position at second. That gets down, and the inning will continue. Now a long throw to third, and that'll play run number 6. It's now a 6-1 ball game. The tag, and he is out at third, and with that, the side is retired. One for the Phillies here on the RBI. Adrian Gonzalez is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6.
Adrian Gonzalez.
Line drive to center field. And the move to the pinch hitter will not pan out as that's taken in for the first out.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
Bounced slowly back toward the mound. Throw too late to get him at first. Not a thing of beauty, but it's an infield single nonetheless.
Second baseman.
Digging in, Chris Taylor. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ball one to start the at-bat. 1 run, 2 hits. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. In there, and it's even at 1.
Well, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one right down the pipe, and unfortunately, he let that one go, and he'd like to have that pitch back to take a good swing at that one.
All even now, 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Now a hard liner, but foul. The 2-2 one more time. Slowly hit to first. I don't think they can get 2. Reyes, but 1's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue. Riding in once again, Justin Turner. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Line drive to left. There to play it is Worth, and he makes the play to retire the side. Back here at Dodger Stadium. It's on to the 7th now in game number 5. But before the inning gets underway, let's fill you in on what's happened with our game summary. Josh Fields is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 46.
Cesar Hernandez will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And this will be fouled away. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike. D-Rock. 1-2 now. Bouncer up the middle. Diving effort, but this will just tip off his glove, and that's a base hit.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, Deer on a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job, but any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. That one misses upstairs. 2-0. Outside. 3-0 now.
This inning hasn't started ideally for him on the mound, but here on 3-0, you have to have the mentality that you're only a strike and or a ground ball double play away from getting back on track.
Now here's a ball hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Out of here into the visitors' bullpen. David Peralta with a 2-run shot. His 3rd home run of this series, as this is now a 7-run ball game.
Yep, this is why you just can't rely on one pitch. These are the best hitters in the world. And when they know what's coming, they're going to jump all over it just like he did there.
Luis Avilan comes on to pitch now, hoping for better. Results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. 1-0 the count. 8 runs on 13 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Now this one is blasted to left field, and there's no doubt about it. Back-to-back jacks. Rhys Hoskins with a solo shot. His second home run of the series, as they've widened this lead to 8 now. Certainly a tape measure shot there as we take a look at it with our show track technology. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity, so it comes as no surprise that it carried as far as it did.
Now batting, third baseman, Michael Franco.
In now, Michael Franco, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. The 1-0 is a fastball down below the knees. Now the Dodgers get a right-hander up and throwing in their bullpen. And that's taken for a strike on the inside corner. 2-1. 3 runs already home here. Swing and a little blooper to center. Inciarte moving in, but he won't get there. It falls in.
Somebody's going to be icing their thumb after this game. That's a jam sandwich, but able to mix in a knock.
Up next will be Nick Williams. Popped him up. Turner on the move. He dives, but he can't make the catch. It's a foul ball. We could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Here comes the 0-1. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. A runner at first with no outs here. On he pops it up, drifting just beyond the infield. Taylor backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out. Now in the box, Jason Worth.
Left fielder, Jason Worth.
First pitch of the at-bat. Line drive to center field. In there, a base hit.
Sometimes the first pitch is the best pitch you'll see all at bat. Definitely coming out of his shoes. Aggressive style. First pitch. Base hit up the middle.
Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. Line down the left field line. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. Last time through was a base hit. Hit on the ground out to short. And that's through into left, a base hit. And they'll quickly get it in here to hold that runner at third base. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Jared Eichhoff. He singled earlier, making him 1 for 2 to this point. He's set and the pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
You could tell he's starting to get frustrated out there. He's not usually used to getting knocked around the yard a little bit, and you can tell he's starting to feel for it.
The 1-0. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. The tag from Grandal, and they get him at home plate. So all in all, they're fortunate to give up just 3 in the inning as they wind up escaping. So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder Cody Bellinger. You up for the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at bats.
That's wide, 2-0. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Now the 2-1 pitch. Waves and misses for strike number 2. And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? What's even more impressive, no walks up to this point, so he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
Corey Seager stands in as he looks at a called strike.
Nope.
A ball and a strike.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you've got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
Drilled down the line, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2. Misses, ball 2.
This is exactly the reason why this guy has been so successful and has played this game so long, scrambling pitch after pitch, making this guy work out on the mound.
Williams will range to his left and put it away. 2 down. And now is Yasiel Puig, 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. And that misses for ball 1.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
A ball and 2 strikes now.
1-2.
And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers. They trail big. It's 9-1. Brandon Morrow enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. Jose Reyes will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now. First pitch of the at-bat. And that one stayed too low apparently. Line towards center field. And Reyes is aboard with a leadoff single. So their half of the 8th opens with a man aboard.
Pitcher went to the well one too many times. Back-to-back fastballs. Hitter was able to keep his hands through, deliver a nice line drive.
Into the box now, Cesar Hernandez. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. He pulls this one into right. But this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first down. At the plate, David Peralta. He went deep for a 2-run homer in his previous at-bat.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Took a big swing and miss on a ball up and away from him for a strike. Missed with a slider. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. The second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that. Here's Jock Peterson now. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's gone about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect. But getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Count is even at 1-1 to Peterson. Swinging bunt out in front of the plate. And that's the first out. Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. His career numbers against Pat Neshek. He's 0 for 11. One out, nobody on. And it's 1-1. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Just got a piece up the line. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out, a strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Hit back up the middle. Backhanded. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. Dodgers down in order. They trail big. It's 9-1. Pedro Baez comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Back up the middle. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. Digging in to try it again, Michael Franco. He singled his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Hard ground ball to third. Turner's got it. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Center fielder, number 5, Nick Williams.
Digging in once again, Nick Williams. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. He's set. Here it comes. It's a knee-high fastball. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Popped him up. Bellinger over to his left. And that ends the inning. Now to the plate, Ender Inciarte. And obviously they'll need a 9th inning rally here if this series is going to make it to a game 6. Jake Thompson, the 6'4" right-hander, comes in out of the bullpen to do the pitching. And a fastball is in there for strike 1. One and 1 to the Dodgers leadoff man. 1-2 now. Left side, but well foul. Ready with another 2-strike offering. Right side. Hoskins grabs it cleanly. And a step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Digging in now, Chris Taylor. He reached on a fielder's choice previously. And that one swung on and missed. 0-1. Hold strike 2 with the letters. 0-2 now. Now the 0-2 pitch. inside as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2.
Decided to go with a fastball there on 0-2, but what he's trying to do with that pitch is to expand the strike zone. Maybe you get a guy to offer at it, but at the very least, it helps set up your off-speed stuff.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Chris Taylor goes down, and they've got only one out left to work with. So stepping in, Justin Turner. And their season hangs in the balance here as they're down to their final out. 2 out, nobody on. The Dodgers down to their final strike. And he misses there, 1-2.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that first strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Swing and a ground ball. This could do it. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw. And next will be the Dodgers cleanup hitter, Cody Bellinger.
Hey, this game is close right here, but I'll take you inside the mindset even if it was a blowout. I know the team's down to their final out.
There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. Williams looks up. And off the batter's eye for a home run. An impressive shot to dead center field. Cody Bellinger puts a pair on the board with that homer. His second home run of the series, and this lead has been cut to just 6 now.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could take back as soon as it leaves your hand. But guess what? There are no delete or rewind buttons in baseball. That's a mistake, and it was a good job by his opponent to make him pay for it.
He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
Lifted down the line in left. And this will fall, but it's a foul ball. And the Phillies are moving on. They're headed back to the World Series.
Well, they've taken care of business all season long, and tonight was no exception. They've proven to be the best team in the National League. Now it's time to see if they can become the best in the entire game. Celebrate tonight, and the World Series is next. Congrats to the NL champs.
And they did some damage offensively in this one, enough to get the win, and this man led the charge. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no question. He was a tough out up there. Ended up collecting 3 knocks, including a home run. So without him in the lineup, I think this might have been a different story.
For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our excellent crew, this is Matt Vasgersian saying so long. You've been watching the National League Championship Series.
Our final line score tonight, first for the victorious Philadelphia Phillies. 9 runs on 18 hits. No errors. They left 10 men on base. For the Dodgers, 3 runs, 4 hits. No errors. They left 2 men on base. Time for the ball game, 3 hours and 26 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance, a sellout 56,000. The Dodgers thank you for attending tonight's game. And as you leave Dodger Stadium, we remind you to please drive home safely.